while it's setting up, all right, I'm going to keep an eye on it, but I'm going to try to find some other files that we're going to need later on. And I emailed these to you the other day. So RTMC Pro, actually, you know what we'll do? Let me close that. It's going to keep running. I'm going to install RTMC Pro on the desktop here. Actually, you know what? First, I already have it on this computer. We're back to my local desktop. I already have it installed on this desktop, but I'm going to go ahead and delete it, and we're going to install the version. Well, maybe I don't have it. Yeah, I do. Okay. I'm going to uninstall this and then reinstall it, making sure we have no problems, that the software key works. All right. And you'll see, notice I also have LoggerNet set. This is the icon for LoggerNet down here. I also have this set up on my computer, but I have a different version than you have. So it makes more sense that I would have it installed on my desktop. You're just going to have it installed on the Azure virtual machine. So ignore that I have that here, if you can. All right, so we're going to install RTMC on the desktop. So when I've referred to the team laptop that you have, this is where you would install RTMC Pro. Whatever computer you're going to be building dashboards on, that's where you want to install RTMC Pro. And you just have a one computer license, so you really should just install it on one computer. All right, so we can go with the defaults here. I'm going to say, I'll just use my name. Oops. Okay. Let's make sure the key works. Let me leave that open. Let's see how the deployment is doing. All right, so this indication here, the deployment is still in progress for our Azure virtual machine. All right. Okay, it looks like that's going to work. All right, so let's find it. RTMC Pro. All right, so when you want to build a dashboard, this is the software you're going to open up. As I said before, it's a little tricky. I'm not sure why they do this, but it also comes with the web server itself, CSI web server. But unless you plan on running a web server on the same computer, on, let's say, the team laptop, where you're going to be building the dashboards, you're never going to use CSI web server on the local desktop. So you could just ignore that it exists. And conversely, when we install this RTMC Pro package on the virtual machine, you're never going to use this software, the RTMC Pro development, because it's inconvenient to have to log into the server, the Windows server, to use this desktop software to build the dashboard. On the Windows server, the virtual machine, that's where we're going to be running CSI web server. So the other piece of this package that's installed. And let me see CSI. All right, so you can see here that it installed the web server. So the web server is running. However, we're really not going to use it on the desktop here. All right, so this is the software that you would use to build a dashboard. And Nicholas used this a little bit last year, so some of this might look familiar, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to locate on my computer the same file that I sent you the other day, one of the files, which is the RTMC Pro file that I built, RTMC, for the EcoHouse competition for GU Tech. All right, and it's GUT version. So, by the way, RTMC Pro files have an extension of RTMC 2, so that's how I located it here. So GU Tech version 2, RTMC 2. That is that's the primary dashboard that I have running right here. Okay. This is the version of this dashboard, and I'll okay, it doesn't let me drag and drop, but let me open it up. Open. Let's see. Search for Geotech. Okay, so this is a drag and drop interface, so you can see we can move things around, and there's all sorts of settings here if we right click. Okay, we'll get into this later, but let me undo. All right, so this is the software where you build the dashboard, and then you use this little tool here, Publish to Web, to publish the dashboard to CSI Web Server. And we'll do that later. And after you've published the dashboard to CSI Web Server, then it will be accessible from the web, and that's what you can see here. So this is the web version. So we're accessing the dashboard, which is hosted in CSI Web Server on my Windows Server virtual machine, hosted at in an Azure data center. All right. So dataloggers.live2zero.com is the host name of my Windows Azure virtual machine. All right. And then GU Tech is one of the websites. This is another website for my house. This is a test system that I have here. And then GU Tech Controls is another one. So these are the various websites that are hosted on my CSI web server. All right. So this is exactly, again, I know I'm repeating myself, but I might as well install. This is the one piece of software you want to install on the desktop that's going, or the Windows PC, let's call it, where you're going to build the dashboards, RTMC Pro development. All right.